What happens when you smile at the alien queen? It was the greatest summit in recorded galactic history. 32 species had gathered on Vardex Prime, a jewel of a planet orbiting a binary sun, known for its neutral ground and impregnable security. War had raged for decades across sectors. Humanity, new but rapidly rising, was invited as a minor observer. Nothing more. Just to watch. Keep quiet. Take notes. But then came her. The Zavan Empire's queen, Lysax-Thar, descended from her star cruiser amid fanfare and fear. At nearly 10 feet tall, draped in obsidian carapace armor and trailing clouds of living pheromones, she was majestic and terrifying. Her voice could shatter glass. Her stare made seasoned generals stammer. Lysax-Thar had never smiled. It was said her species didn't even understand the concept. And that's where everything went sideways. Among the humans was a junior diplomat, just a translator, really, named Elliot Rains. 27, polite, quiet, and entirely forgettable. Until the Queen looked directly at him. No one knew why. Perhaps his mind had brushed against hers. Perhaps the pheromones registered him as unusual. Or maybe she simply grew bored of immortals and admirals and sought novelty. The room hushed as the Queen approached Elliot. Her towering figure cast a wide shadow. Her guard hissed. Her claws gleamed like glass blades. Elliot looked up, swallowing hard. Everyone held their breath, expecting her to issue a challenge, perhaps devour him on the spot. Instead, Elliot smiled. A small, nervous, perfectly human smile. A gesture as old as Earth. Something warm, harmless, honest. And that single, small action changed the course of galactic history. The Queen froze. Not physically. Her muscles moved. Her eyes blinked. But something in her presence shifted. A ripple, as though the entire room had tilted on its axis. The other diplomats didn't dare speak. She leaned closer to him, her elongated skull tilting. "You bare your teeth," she said, her voice an elegant growl translated through floating glyphs. "Is this a threat?" Elliot's smile faltered. "No," he replied softly. "Among humans, this means peace. Kindness." Lysax-Thar blinked once. Slowly. "Peace is expressed through threat display." Elliot chuckled lightly, without thinking. "Not always. Sometimes it just means, I'm happy to meet you." What followed was a silence so long, some thought it would never end. And then, she replied in kind. Not perfectly. Her mandibles twitched, her face muscles pulled in strange, asymmetric directions, but something in her expression mimicked a smile. The room gasped. Her guards began to hiss again in panic, but she raised one claw to silence them. "I have seen a gesture never before used in our wars," she said aloud to the room. "This human bares his teeth not to challenge, but to offer harmony." She turned back to Elliot. "You are a strange species, Elliot Rains. Are all of you like this?" He laughed again. "Some of us. The good ones." That night, the summit changed. Lysax-Thar requested Elliot remain by her side for the rest of the negotiations. Human smile-bearer, she called him. She asked for stories, not political plans or tactical reports. She wanted tales. What did humans do when they were sad? Why did they cry water? What did it mean to dance? Why did humans name stars after myths? Elliot answered everything as best he could. He didn't lie. He didn't flatter. He simply shared. And the Queen listened. Within days, she withdrew half her fleet from contested borders. Within a week, she signed the peace accord, a treaty she had rejected for decades. When asked why, she offered only one phrase. "Because someone smiled at me." 1 year later, Elliot Rains is no longer a forgotten translator. his now Earth's ambassador to the Zavan Empire, stationed aboard their largest organic star cruiser. The Queen insists he remain close, calling him a living symbol of change. He teaches her people about laughter, kindness, and why humans sing when they're alone. He's even introduced the concept of humor to her court, though Zavan jokes remain terrifying. When humans visit the Empire now, they are greeted not with weapons, but with curious stares. Some Zavan even attempt to smile back. It's awkward. Endearing. War has not ended everywhere. But in the shadow of a smile, peace found a place to grow. And sometimes, late at night, in the silence between stars, the Queen visits Elliot's quarters, her armor off, her true form lit by starlight. "I still do not understand why you bared your teeth at me," she says. And Elliot always replies, "Because you looked lonely." She does not cry. Her species cannot. But sometimes, she bares her teeth back. And though her people call it a gesture of dominance, he knows it's something more.